Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Jason. I'll be leading this workshop on Adobe Connect. 大家好，我名字叫叶庭佑，英文名字 Jason. 今天我带领的就是 Adobe Connect 的 workshop. Okay, I guess I'll have to be doing the Chinese and English version, so kind of bear with me. My Chinese is not the best, but I'll try to get this done. Also, we have people who are either trying to leave early. I'll try to get through most of the main points as quickly as possible and go through the details later. If you have any questions, in general, I guess you could email me and I could get back to you. I'm actually one of the teachers too, so I'm also a student, so it might take me a little bit to get back to you, but I'll try to do that. I'm actually not tech support. 那我就今天讲这些。我因为有一些人要提早离开，我会大概尽量就是赶快先把一些重点先讲完，然后之后再把一些小点的再继续讲。那如果有问题的话，是可以跟我联络，我 email 写在这边。那我也是学生，我也是带领人，那个我可能会有一点慢的跟你回答，可是有一些我也不知道，可是就是我会尽量能做的就帮忙做一下，大家互相帮忙一下 ，OK？ 上面还有一个 Moodle， 所以如果有问题的话，我们老师也可以开在 Moodle 上，然后就是互相讨论。Okay, so this is the Adobe interface that you see here. And I'm gonna take the monitors, okay, so you guys don't have to look over here, especially for people sitting in the back. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So first of all, the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the CTLD website, Center for Teaching and Learning Development, TNU. In case you don't know, it's up here, www.ctld.ntnu.edu.dw. 基本上从这个网页先开始，那个底下这里有两个东西，有一个 Moodle 跟一个那个就是线上英语读书会，蓝色这个按钮。In general, the two buttons you're concerned about are the Moodle button down here and the online English reading group button down here, which is light blue here. Okay, so once you go in, you'll probably open up to something like this. Let me log out first. Okay, so the Moodle it'll look like this. Okay, and it'll be yep, from here. Okay, from Moodle over, and you'll go over to, and when you open it up, it'll look like this. And then you go to online English reading groups here. You'll need to log on. It's the same one as your student log on, so log in like so. 就这个 login 的话，就跟你这个学校的登录一模一样，应该没变。有问题的话再去找 Chelsea。那个 okay, so once you get in here, there's different reading groups. There's one for each group, and in here you'll see 3 sections. There's a general announcements section. You can also create, I believe everyone is allowed to create topics. It's not just instructors, so it's like a forum. There's meeting records and there's reading articles. In general, the format you want to follow here is you want to post recordings of each meeting in the meeting records. I'll show you how to do that later. And then you want to post the reading articles that you can, for your students to look at here, and you can also discuss them here. In general, you can follow something like that. 基本上的话呢，就是第一个地方就是广播给学生讨论区。那就是那个 meeting record 的就是那个会每一场会有录影，那老师们就尽量在这里面贴这个录影的 link。待会我会跟你讲一下怎么弄。那最后一个部分就是 reading article， 就是这个老师可能要你们去念的部分。那这里面的话，这个就尽量课前去看一下吧。不要课后再看。Okay, and one thing to note for the teachers is that there's a handed English group record form. You are required to fill out a minutes form, and it will have to be handed in before the end of the course. I believe you just hand it in here. Okay. 有一个要注意的老师要注意的就是这边那个之后要交一个那个报表，就是在这边交。Okay, that's Moodle. Oh. Now, if you go into the, let me log out here for a moment. I'm not sure if I can log out actually. Okay. If you click into this one, yeah, it doesn't let me do it. Okay. Let me just show you on Chrome then. Oh, in general, you do not want to use Chrome with this application. This application really, Chrome has a problem with the way it handles Flash. So you don't want to be using this. You can use it in Chrome. Students are allowed to use it in Chrome, I guess, but you might run into problems. Teachers, I would not recommend it at all. 基本上 Chrome 有一些问题跟那个它关于 Flash 的一个用处，所以老师们特别不要去用 Chrome 去代课。那个我尽量会建议说火梨，你要的话 Opera maybe， IE 我继续都不建议，所以Sorry, moment. Okay. So you go here. Go here. Okay. So when you click in, you'll see something like this: the Adobe Connect Online English Reading Group. There's two options: enter as guest, enter your login and password. In general, you want to enter with your school login, which is your student ID and the password from your school. Digital password， 基本上你这里登录有一个就是 guest 跟一个就是你学校的那个学生号码跟密码，你基本上就是用学生号码密码登录进去。特别老师们，如果你不用学生号码跟那个密码登录进去的话，你没办法代课，你只是就是当着一个听着。And then 如果学生的话，如果你不想的话，你是可以不用，可是老师会点名，所以还是尽量就这样子做。如果你有同学们，他们想突然去参加一下，是可以当 guest 偷偷溜进去，老师应该会注意到，可是不会管那么多。Okay, so basically you log in here, and I've already logged in, so I'm just not gonna log in here. I'll just show you. Once you log in, it'll be like this. One thing to know for teachers, especially, is that this time around, there's a bit of a mess up with the way the accounts are handled. So Chelsea has to be in the room as administrator. So for the most part, she's not actually going to be participating, but she has to be in the room for the room to be open, I guess. I don't know. My experience is that it's not actually true, but well, in most cases she'll have to be in there. So before you can get in. There's time slots. I don't remember where the time slots are, but you need the classroom is only open for certain time slots. That's the way it is. 基本上这一次来讲的话，那个有一点不太一样，就是每次 Chelsea 都要登录进去，我们才能使用教室。那个，所以就是大概就是课外时间的话，就比较没办法登录进去。我是被这样子讲的。那个你登录进去的时候，会有 host、presenter 跟 participant。那基本上每个老师应该都变成 host 的。你这边就是你可以改说别人会怎么样。Okay, so in here, I'm just going to go through it real quickly. First of all, in meeting, if you want to record the meeting, it's right here. Record meeting. Okay. Before you start your class, you want to pick record meeting. 基本上那个录影的在这边 meeting 底下有个 record meeting， 你点了之后，pick a name， 写一个名字。So let's say this is the workshop. Workshop 1. Okay, ignore my spelling, it's terrible. Okay, and then it'll be recording, like so. 上面就会录影，你这个就可以先消掉。这里有个 home 点 ，okay? And then when you're finished, at the end of the course, you can click this, pause recording or stop recording. 录完的话就可以就这里按停着。OK， 那 link 在哪里呢？你就到 Manage Meeting Information. Open a new window, and then it'll go to, you'll see this giant interface. For the most part, the only part you're interested in is recordings right here. And in recordings here, you'll see the name of your recording, how long it is. You can actually go into it, and you can let's see, what is it? You can click it, and then there'll be a URL here. This is what you want to post in the meetings. 你点进来之后，这个 link 就是你要泼在那个 meetings 的那个 recording 的那个 Moodle 那边去。 right now we have a slight problem in that, as you can see back here, these are all private. Last semester we could change it ourselves to public. I'm not sure how it'll interact because I also am not able to change it, but we'll figure it out and see. If not, then you still have to post a link, but you'll kind of have to wait for Chelsea or someone else with admin access to go in and change it to public. 去年的话，我们都可以把它改成那个就是给大家看。那今年的话，看一看，恐怕要等 Chelsea 他们去改才能用。还是拿这个去泼在一面，这样子学生还是可以进去。那你点进去之后的话 ，it'll open when you click into it, it'll open the Adobe Connect, and it'll have the recording of what's going on in here. And in general, I believe you can edit it if you want. You can insert events, I guess. See. Okay, I don't remember right now. Actions? Yeah, right here. In actions, there is edit recording. You can also make FLV. I guess you want to upload it to YouTube. And so edit recording. You can go in here. If you have some section that you want to erase, I guess, because you made mistakes in class, we won't talk about it. If you want to insert chapters, you can insert chapters, so like you can drag it out like this section. You could say, pause here, pause. Okay, say here. This is a very important part, so you can insert a chapter here. Bookmark one, done. And then your students can go in and look at this bookmark right here. 如果你比如说你录影要改一下修改啊，如果加入像那个特别的重要地方，那个学生之后可以进去就是说这边老师特别有指说重要的部分，或者说如果你当老师有讲错什么地方的话，需要剪掉的话，那也可以在这边做。那记得 save。Okay, that's recording, and then the other parts is audio setup wizard. If you're having trouble with your connection in Adobe Connect, no pun intended, you can go in here and you can sort of go through it, it'll test it. And then you can also test your microphone here. And you can also check and basically just check if your microphone is working or not. This is one, if it's not working here, then probably you're having a hardware problem. That's for usually one of the things I would say to try first. If not, yeah. Go through, test silence, success, finish. Okay. 那个如果你有一些这个麦克风的问题的话，你可以在就是 meeting 底下 audio setup wizard 这边就是测一下 ，OK， 尽量就是看一下，很少的问题就是说有一些问题是有可能是那个电脑的问题，可是基本上不是软体的，比较不会是软体的问题有。So most problems are probably hardware, not so much software, but try and figure it out. Okay, so I see that a lot of people have come in here. You'll see them as participants, right? Right now, nobody has microphones, unfortunately, or we could all have a gathering in here. But as teachers, you have two methods of presenting, or should I say, leading the group. You have the method of sort of doing a lecture style or doing a sort of group discussion style. Now, if you want to do a group discussion style, as a teacher, you'll need to go to audio, microphone rights for participants. If you do that, you'll notice that everyone has a microphone icon here. That means that everyone's microphone is now enabled, so they can talk if they want to. Other one is single speaker mode. You don't actually have to use this mode. It just, I guess, it just sort of disables microphone rights, but without actually disabling it. You'll notice there's a webcam over here. Your webcam options are down here. You can select different cameras. You can enable webcam for participants. Since we have small groups, it should be okay. I would recommend everyone get a webcam if you have one, or if you don't have one. But if everything starts to slow down, probably one of the things you want to turn off is the webcam first. But yeah, you can also start your webcam when you don't have camera. But if you start the webcam, the first thing it'll show you, but it won't actually be broadcasting. You actually have to click broadcast. There'll be like a share webcam button that you have to click. OK， 如果我这边讲的就是一个 webcam， 就是在网络上可以广播剧集的样子。那个在这边上面这个地方可以let me get the screen over that way. Nobody has to look over here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's the webcam area here. 那就是如果你要那个开放 webcam 的话，你可以开放 webcam 给 participants， 然后大家就可以那个互相就是广播样子给大家看。那因为我们教室的那个人数都蛮小的，大概不会超过11个，所以就是可以就大家应该还可以使用。那如果网络慢的话，如果大家开始有点 lag 的话，那就可能就是要先从 webcam 先关掉开始吧。Okay. They have more icons here this time around. But in general, let me disable microphone rights. For icons, these ones is just as a participant, if you raise your hand, you'll see a little icon here. Your teacher will be like, oh, this guy's raising your hand. And you also notice earlier that it has a notification here. So this is one way to get your teacher's attention. The other way is probably chat. As a teacher, we can sort of see the entire interface. So kind of pay attention to that. You can also do agree, disagree. Okay, that's about it. That's the most basic method. Okay, I'll just show you how to share stuff, and then for people who want to leave first, can leave after that. So, for sharing, I already uploaded an article here. Let's go ahead and close this up. Let's create a new share. Let's go to reset it. Let's reset. Share. Hide this. New share. Okay, so when you come into Adobe Connect, assuming that someone's cleaned up before you, it'll look something like this. You'll be able to share your screen here. This is the reason why we can't use Chrome, is because the sharing thing doesn't work quite well in Chrome. You have three options. You'll be able to share your screen, you'll be able to share a document, and you'll be able to share a whiteboard, which is just kind of the same thing as sharing a document, except you actually don't have a background, but you can still draw. It doesn't really matter. So, if you decide to share, whether you share your document or your screen, you can still draw on whatever you're sharing. So it's not really a big deal which one you choose. 这边底下你有3个选择，你可以就是分享你的那个荧幕，然后也可以分享你的那个答案，然后有一个白板。那没有这里不是很重要，因为你不管你选哪一个，你应该在上面都可以画。我就做一下给你看看吧。So here, you'll be able to pencil and draw. Hi. As you can see, it's not very good. So, yeah. The text also doesn't work quite well. So in general though, what you want to do with the drawing is probably just point out certain sections. There's a rectangle tool I recommend you use. You can go ahead and click no fill, and then like I want to focus on this section, like that. That's one method. I don't believe you can upload. I believe you can upload Word documents, but they will sort of turn out like this. Like you still can't manipulate the text in the Word document while you're doing it. So one of the problems with this format. Also, you can also give the draw to your students. Okay, don't really want to do that right now, but 基本上你也可以分享给你学生去画的。那我现在有点突然脑筋白了，我想不起来。那你也可以 upload Word 答案，可是你 upload Word 答案之后，你还是没办法去那个在里面改来改去，所以到最后你还是可能就是要这样子指来指去的。那 one of the things you can do is in here. If you go to, sorry, that was a bit fast. If you go to Meetings, Preferences, you'll see Host Cursors. Host Cursors means that they'll be able to see where your mouse is moving. So you can change the option here to show only the other host, which is to Chelsea if you want to show it to her, or you can show it to all attendees, including when using Whiteboard. And let's go ahead and hide this one. Open a new share. Okay, let's say you want to share a document, right? And you don't have, it's not uploaded yet. So you can go to browse my computer. Let's just grab something right now. Let's do this. New text. Okay. So, browse my computer, desktop. Text is not supported, really? Okay, never mind, I lied. So the only ones you can actually upload are PDF files, image files, SWIFT files, PowerPoint files, and video files, and zip, I guess. I lied. Okay, so that's, I already uploaded this file, but once you upload it, it'll be in here, and you'll be able to select it from the documents. If you want to share it to your students, there's different methods of sharing it to your students. One is the file share. In the file share, you can upload file, and you can select the file that you want. Like, let's say we want to share this one. It'll be in here. And as students, you'll be able to download this one. 那当老师，如果你要分享东西给学生的话，你那个有个方式就是去里面去 pods files 底下会有 file share， 那你可以就 new file share， 然后里面的话你就可以 upload file 里面的话，你可以选说你要 upload 什么东西，然后学生就可以从这边这样子下载 download files。Okay. That's actually, I think that's the only way. Other way is to add web links. Web links is sort of like you can add a link. You can add a link to say Yahoo, so Yahoo. And then there will also be web links. Okay, I'm going to give back the monitor for a moment. You guys can play around with it. That's generally the most important part of what you'll need to know to actually use this. How to get into discussions, and how to give microphones to your students, and how to upload and discuss files. That's pretty much the most important parts. Now, other than that, there are different things such as polling and question and answers, which allows you to ask your students questions. There's also the chat function, which allows you to have like chat boxes between different members of your classroom. 基本上就大概这样子。那额外的话，有一些 Adobe Connect 里面的别的东西，就是一个问答题，你可以给学生一些问答题。那也可以就是那个 chat， 就是如果你学生，你可能只是要跟学生1对1谈的话，你也可以这样子开放。那像比如说，如果我要跟123 private chat， 那这底下就会有。Okay, I'm going to take the screen back because so feel sorry for people in the back. Sorry. Okay, so there's a chat thing that you can have a private chat with people as a teacher in case they, I don't know, too embarrassed to ask questions publicly. Don't ask questions publicly though. Everyone else misses out. But that's that. You can also temporarily have students as presenters. As you notice here, you can make them presenters, so they can, or you can request them to share their screen with you in case the students have something they want to present. These are all temporary, so even if I make this person a presenter, next time they log in, it will still go back to participant. Okay. I'll demonstrate the poll function. Okay. So this one I need everyone to participate in, so I'll show it here. So in the poll function, you want to just ask a question. Say,
microphone's not working now, don't know why. So you'll open a question, and then as students you'll be able to see the answers that your students type out. And I believe other students can also see the answers. Once you view votes. This is a short answer one, but you can also do like a multiple choice selection one. And there's also, I believe there's also a Q&A, which is you can.
okay. Hello? Okay. So there's also a Q&A, which is slightly more directed. You can create a question here as well, but then pick a student to answer it. So like I've shown two of them here, where you can okay, I'll get the screen back then so that people can see what I'm doing. You can see that there are questions here. You can let's say you create a question, say and then you can sign it. You can send it to all. Oops. Okay, my bad. Show questions. Students participate. 1 second, I'm doing something wrong here. I don't remember it. I think it's this one. Okay, I don't remember. Okay. Sorry, I don't remember. You can do question and answers here, and you can basically send it to other students, either to one student or to like you can sign it to somebody else here. And I believe the students can also do this. The students can create questions and then assign it to different hosts. So it's not just a one-way function. The students can also do this as well. And then as for response, you can also create a private response or create a public response. So as for votes, going back to the poll, you can see how in the poll you'll see different answers for different people. And that's about it, I believe. One of the things that you can also do is, as it gets messier, you notice we have lots of stuff here. You'll need to manage pods. These pods, earlier when I was putting them away, I'm actually hiding it. To actually delete pods or delete certain sections of the interface, you'll need to go in here and you'll need to delete them, or else they're in here forever. The room from last year has still not been closed. You can actually go in there and look at the old stuff we did last year. But you need to manage it here. And in case it's like someone else is doing something else and they have all sorts of like crazy stuff, and you don't want to mess with it, you can just reset the layout here. Layouts, reset layouts, reset. 那个基本上这个桌面的话，如果很乱的话，然后你要整理的话，你就 layout 底下 reset layout， 就大概这样子。那它底下的话也有另外两个，就是 discussion 跟 collaboration， 它还是一模一样的东西，就只是说它已经做好给你。那如果你要自己做的话，也可以 ，you can sort of create new layout， 然后自己去 manage， 然后你可以 name， 然后就是大家不要互相把这个另外一个 layout 洗掉的话，就可以保留。You can also create your own layouts in case you want to just have a certain setup, and as teachers we can just not delete each other's layouts and just keep it for the entire semester. That's about it, I think. Does anyone have any questions? Go ahead. Okay, so okay, when you change your student to a presenter, they'll be able to select to manipulate certain parts of the interface as well to sort of show off whatever they need to do. So they'll be able to also work with the interface. They aren't able to manage the permissions, so they cannot, like, once you make them a presenter, they're still not able to knock you back down to a participant, basically kick you out of the classroom. But they're able to, like, create pods, they'll be able to create questions, they'll be able to manage, like, what you see. That's one way of showing it off. You can also just have them share screen and just direct it and not have them as presenter. That's one option as well. 就是如果你把学生弄成 presenter 之后的话，他们就可以控制这个桌面上，然后就是控制像说，如果他们要有一个 chat 啊，还是如果要有 notes 的话 ，discussion notes 的话，他们就这样子也可以去做这种东西。他们没办法去改说谁是那个 host， 谁是 presenter， 谁是 participant， 他们就是只能去就是介绍他们具体的东西。那如果你不想这样的话，你也可以你就是可以选择人说 request screen share。然后你就是去带，然后你这样子就不用怕说人家去把什么搞乱。还有谁有问题吗？In general, no, you don't have to delete. You can leave it there. Your recordings will be online for people to see, so it's not really private material. So you can delete it as a courtesy to other teachers, but you don't actually have to. In fact, if you're going to reuse it next time, you might as well not delete it, and you'd still be there. 你基本上你东西是你 pod 是不用去洗掉，你这 manage pod 底下你选择可以 delete 嘛，你可以不用这样子做，因为它下次就还会有。那如果比如说你那个想就是清好给别人用的话，你也可以这样子做，可是没有说一定要。OK， 他问说那个录影的那个 link 要怎么去？就是 meeting 底下 manage meeting information 会开放一个新的答案，然后这底下你到 recordings 这边去 ，recording 这边就会有各种的 recording 啊。那这我之前在测试的这个有一个 zero， 那你可能就是取一个名字，然后底下你就选的时候 URL 就是在这边。还有谁有问题吗？OK， 那我就you have a question？ OK， 他问的是说这个 Moodle 上到底是要上传什么东西？In general, what you want to upload to Moodle are the PDFs, the files of your, let's say some article that you're having them read, right? Like homework, assignments, stuff like that. You want to upload that so they can access it without going to the recording, without having to get it while in class. And you also want to upload the minutes, the recording that you did of the last classes. And it's just slightly easier to have offline discussions in Moodle. But other than that, we had teachers last semester who would upload files while in class and have their students download files that way. It's just slightly slower, slightly more cumbersome, but you can also do it that way. Just this link. Yeah, just a link. Okay, you go to meeting records here. There's a meeting record, just create a new topic, and then let's say copy. Okay, you don't know how to copy this. Paste, like that. And then they'll be able to go in. The only thing is I'm not sure if the private and the public thing, if it's, right now this is private. As teachers, we don't have permissions to change it right now. So but for the most part, you still want to do this. That way, the other people who can change this, when they change it, the students will be able to go in and take a look anyway. 就是要录影，至少你录影要拖上去，这样子拖上去。管不管人家有没有办法看到？因为那个他们 CTLD 他们还是有办法去看，然后就是之后他们可以开放给学生的时候，学生也可以进去看。所以最起码就是要把这个播上去。那你额外的，你那时候要讲者的东西的话，你可以上传到 Moodle， 同样在 Moodle 上说。像这边我有做一个 test announcement 1嘛，如果你说 upload 怎么这个 file 的话，你学生也可以在这边下载，没有一定要这样子，你学生也可以就是在这个一面的 file 底下，你 upload file 的之后，就是这底下这边他们也可以在这边下载，就是这边会稍微比较慢，比较麻烦一点，特别是如果他们那个答案那个课外还要的话，恐怕会可能没办法进来拿到。The other problem with this is that if you upload it here, your students might not be able to access it outside of class. Any other questions? If you have questions, raise your hands higher. I can't see them. Okay. I'm gonna switch off the screen. Oh, okay.
In case.
Okay. So last thing I wanted to show is Skype. Because Chelsea wanted me to point this out as one op. Hello. Oh, okay. In case you're having severe problems with Adobe Connect, you can go ahead and use Skype. Skype has a video conference feature. I'll just show it here. Go ahead and video call Chelsea. Okay, Skype's not working. Never mind then. But yeah, Skype has a video conference feature. I believe Chelsea has mentioned it before, but there's a free video call recorder for Skype. It's by DVD VideoSoft. This site. Make sure you download this one, and when you're installing it, it also comes with a bunch of malware, spyware, blah 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 blah, trash. So when you're installing it, make sure you install it carefully. I'll just run through it one more time for you guys to see, but this is just in case. Best case scenario, you use Adobe Connect, you don't have to mess with this at all. Okay. If you're having severe problems though, I needed to just show this. Force close Skype. Okay. Okay, next, accept, next, okay, custom installation here. Do not install this. Okay, next, select the second one again, do not install Opera browser. Do not accept, and yeah, you can select this one and then you're done. Okay, so Here, well, if you actually end up having to use this, be careful not to install trash on your computer. I'm not responsible for anything that you happen to break on your computer. Okay. As for actually using it, basically once you have it on your computer, you can go ahead and open it up, and it's just select the output folder, and then you can have a recording mode, press the red button, and it should work. That's about it, I think. If no one else has any more questions, I'm just going to, go ahead. Yes, this is why best option, or best case is Adobe Connect works perfectly and you don't have to mess with this at all. If you meet offline with your students, I'm gonna have to ask Chelsea on this one. Last time what they had us do is they had something like this, and they had us record the meeting. This is an audio recorder. You can probably borrow one from the CTLD and just use it while you guys are in class. And just turn that over to them to deal with. They would need to have some kind of record of the meeting minutes, so yeah, that's that. 如果你在在线外去跟人家集合的话，你恐怕就是跟 Chelsea 去借一个那个录影机，然后就是录一下你们那个在外面去那个花的时间，因为他们一定要每一堂都有一个录影，所以待会 Chelsea 不忙的时候，我们再问他一下，跟他确认一下。还有谁有问题吗 ？Any other questions? Okay. I guess that's it then. I'll still be here if you guys have any questions. And otherwise, feel free to play around the program and yeah. Also, I have 2 sets of mics here, headsets, if anyone wants to try them out here before they leave.要走的人可以走啊，可以下课了。